Found out about self-storage because I had a hire company. We used to buy in bulk, so we used to store a lot of stuff. And we first off started storing at Jim Miller's place at Burleigh, and it was taking too long for our bands and so forth to get in there, so I went searching and found little Fort Knox at Burleigh, and that's how I got into self-storage. Not knowing a thing about it for a start, I was just using it as a tool for another business. Probably made quite a few mistakes in the first couple of years. I owned the facility, and then I decided I liked the industry, and so I bought that little Fort Knox, which I've still got, and we started to build on there with another one at Labrador, Burleigh, and we've gone on from there. Yep. I didn't go to the first 2 or 3 conferences. I didn't really know very much about it, and I got talked into going to a conference in Sydney, and I was very surprised at the people in it were very helpful, and I thought, well, this is good. I found most of the people were very friendly, and it was totally different to the industry that I happened to be in before, which was the hire business, where it was very cutthroat. And I liked the idea of honest, good people helping. That I had 29 years as my background in the grazing industry, so. Probably no longer the CEO of the company, chairman and MD of Fort Knox Storage. I'm getting on a bit now, but I like the industry, I like the people I work with. We have quite a big staff at Cooperoo now. And if I wasn't doing this, I'd be playing golf a couple of days a week, and I think that'd be it. Biggest challenge has been the change to digital marketing. I can remember the first conference I went to, and I asked Sam Kennard, what is the biggest challenge you've had as far as advertising concerned? He said, Garth, he said, I've tried them all, but he said, I'll buy another page in the Yellow Pages. It's enlightened the people coming into the industry, particularly. At the moment, I don't go to many conferences. I send people to the conferences. They bring the advice back to me. But camaraderie, friendship throughout the years that I used to go to conferences, and I've made good friends over many years through the association. Yeah, David Blackwell, and David's done our valuing for many, many years now. It's great to get together with him and talk about the industry, and he has a wealth of knowledge to be able to impart to people. Well, I was looking at one of the takes from John Eastwood in Adelaide, and we had a similar experience. That I was sitting in my office one day, and some federal police and state police came in and wanted to stay in our facility for a couple of nights. And I said, what's it for? And they said, we've been keeping an eye on your facility for 2 years. And I said, have you now? And they said, yes, we've just been, but we suspect the man has got drugs here. And lo and behold, a few nights later, they caught the said man, and he went off to jail or wherever, and I was left, and they were going through this locker, so they wanted me to stay and look at every item and make sure that they weren't cooking anything up. And the most frightening part about it, I found, was having to go and give evidence against this bloke. About 3 years later, and he ended up in jail, and I was very frightened for my life. But at the same time, they raided Jim Miller's place across the road from us, And in our facility, they had all their guns, shivs, and what have you, police uniforms. Over in Jim's, they had their money counting machine and drugs, and they did the raid at exactly the same time as they raided us, but they never got Mr. Big. This guy was the 2IC.